Hello, my name is Cody, and along with Connor Madewell, Angelina DeLay, and Ryan Huber, we make up the group The Determined Developers. Our assigned topic was how technology and education interact with each other. Our goals were simple. They were to increase brand recognition for technological advancements, inform viewers of upcoming technology and news, and finally, to send viewers to current technology news portals for more information. We achieve this goal by creating a simple and elegant website design, which will be explained by Ryan and later demoed by Connor. We also achieved our goal of having great content on our site, which Angelina will talk more about. All of us had fun with this project, and now I'll turn it over to Angelina to explain about the content.
The Spartan Technologies webpage was designed by our ICM 116 group to offer valuable information to mainly students, but not limited to just students. We came up with the name Spartan Technologies in honor of our school mascot. We delivered informative tabs, while we also included some examples of the newest items on the market and what they have to offer. Spartan Technologies details 4 devices, 2 phones, and 2 tablets. While not compared on our pages, the 2 phones are the Apple Watch and the Nexus 6. It is up to the viewer to compare the devices and what they offer in order to make the best personalized decision before purchase. The 2 tablets shown are the iPod Air and the Windows Surface Pro 3. The modernized desktops offer consumers the option of taking all the benefits of a complete computer in a tablet version. The last section maps out some other user-friendly web pages. These web pages offer an array of educational resources for multiple ages. This list of sites we included SchoolTube, FreeRice 2.0, LessonCast, and Glockster EDU. It was important to the group that we follow the main guidelines offered in class, as well as those mapped out in the text Don't Make Me Think. We learned that the best sites are not too busy and offer little background noise. We kept that in mind, that most people only glance at pages and skim at will. To make it more user-friendly, we separated the content through tabs. These tabs help to break up pages in a clearly defined area. They are self-evident, suggest that physical space, and they are hard to miss.
Thank you, Angelina. As I've said before, one of our main goals was to create a simple website design to not distract from the content. Ryan will now explain the design of the website.
This is Ryan Huber, and I'm going to talk about the development of the site and the things that we use to actually lay the site out and code it out. And we used many of the techniques and features that we have talked about throughout the semester in the design and development of our website. We did use positioning to lay out both the footer and the header of our website. We used many of the CSS techniques of hover states and selected states for all of the links throughout the site. We also used many of the stylings that we talked about, such as color schemes. We used a more minimal design, as this was a technology website, and we felt like the modern, clean look would very well suit the technology assignment that we were given. So the white and the red and the very minimal use of heavy colors and contrasts we felt were appropriate for the design that we laid out. We did use fixed positioning for both the header and the footer to keep those framing the content. Allows the content to be very easily read, and with the links on the footer to the different areas of content on the page, we felt that that would give good usability to all of the users of the website. We also included an FAQs page with accordion style information that allowed people to hide and view the things that they needed to see and didn't need to see. We included a form So we laid out the form on our website. We did use a different color there. We felt green would be a good color to use for the submit button, as green indicates go. So to submit and to go on, we thought that would be appropriate use of that. And we also tried to utilize a layout that would be flexible, keeping content first in the layout and design of our website. The site is fully responsive, so it will be able to be viewed on all device types, all the way from desktop to the smallest mobile devices. And we just felt like that was an important thing, as people who come to a technology site to learn about technology would be apt to use multiple different device types, and be more apt to use mobile and tablet sized devices. We felt like that the use of the techniques from this class helped us to accomplish our goals of laying out a modern and clean design, and that we were able to do so in a way that would be accessible to many, many viewers. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Last but not least, Connor will now demo the website and explain the thought process and methods that we took in designing the site.
Connor, I want to talk to you a little bit about our website and what we did as a group. So I'm going to talk a little bit on top of what Cody, Ryan, and Angelina spoke on earlier. And I will give a little tour of our website and the features that we implemented, that we learned throughout the semester, and some of the stuff that we researched on our own. So the first thing I want to show is the banner up top that we decided to only use for our home page. It's a kind of a header of sorts, and it just has the company that we created as a group called Spartan Technologies. And our motto for this group is New Technology and Its Role in Education. We decided to put it right in the header. So from there, we only wanted it to appear on the home page, so we didn't repeat it at all throughout the rest of the web pages. From there, we decided to give different headers and categories for our homepage. Collaboration education was the real theme of our website, trying to get educators to learn about new technologies that would probably help them learn about keeping up with current trends. So we also included a design that Ryan created for our Spartan Technology business. It's clean and simple, and it looks professional. From there, we gave little snippets of information from each of our web pages and put it on the home page to try and draw people in to read it. We also linked to each of the individual pages if somebody wanted to learn more about a specific topic. From there, let's move on to phones. From there, we decided to include the Nexus 6 and the Apple Watch. Apple Watch you really don't think is a phone, but it will be able to hook up to a phone as like a Bluetooth receiver. What this is going to do is just highlight the different mobile technologies that are becoming available in the near future. The Nexus 6 represents current gen technology as far as phones go, and the power that are heading the new current generation. From there, we also included miniature navigation that uses smooth scrolling to slide down to the appropriate link on the website. It's just an internal link that links to a certain divider, and when it does that, it just scrolls down using a JavaScript application that was used. From there, let's talk about tablets. We decided to use two main tablets, the iPad Air and the Surface Pro. The iPad Air highlights the capabilities of Macs, the sleek design, the new technology, and the thinner, more clean design. From there, the Surface Pro highlights Windows strengths, such as including better current gen technology in a smaller device. The Surface Pro is no bigger than any other tablet. What it does is it has a full copy of Windows. You can put Office, you can put anything you want onto it. It's very powerful. It's quite pricey. It starts out at $1,000, works its way up, but it highlights the new technology, and these I could very well see being used in classrooms if there was extra money, because they are so powerful. They're fairly durable, and they also have portable features, whether it be if you were going to take it out and draw on it for an art class, or script on it for a coding class, or do a history report or anything. They make very good portable devices that could be used in technology, which is what this website's all about. So from there, we wanted to talk about educational resources, whether it be SchoolTube, which is just a clean educational version of YouTube. It tries to cut out any of the extra nonsense, fun videos. You want it to be about education. So this is all about the educational tools that are available to our current generation. We also included a couple others that are up and coming: Free Rice, LessonCast, Glogster. We also put a navigation in here. It slides around just like the old one. And for most of them, if we cited a little snippet of information, but it didn't include everything, we also cited everything that was in there, so you could also just go down and click the source and read fully on it, and anything that you wanted to know on the subject. From there, we wanted to give an area that would make the website feel like it was somewhere that educators could come together and discuss the current trends and discuss what they're doing in their classrooms around the world, especially in different areas. Say, if you wanted to talk to somebody on the West Coast or the East Coast, where maybe spending's a little bit different, but they know of different technologies that each person could use and try to get through to students in a more current fashion. We also created a contact page, just as it's a legitimate business, that we wanted to try make them feel like they could contact us about more information or anything like that. So we created a small forum, is all it is. We set a size to it, and we gave it a slight color difference to make it feel like it is a very clean website, but you can also see the text boxes to fill in anything that you might need to put. We also gave it a green button, just because it goes very well with the color scheme. The green, orange, and gray, and the black text come together very well to make a very clean presentation of a website. It's very important for it to be simple and eye-catching. We put in the footer the rest of our contact information, whether it is vague, but we put these stylish bars in between them to try to give it a little feel and give it a little break in between them. They're each padded a little bit different to give it a little bit of space and give it a very clean and professional feel. From there, we included our FAQs. And most websites don't have FAQs. Some of them do, but we decided to include one just to really highlight some of the features that we learned. This also uses some of the easy scroll technology, or the smooth scroll technology, which it really just has a drop down, which has an answer for each of the questions. It gives the website a little bit more of a friendly feel, along with professional, that we are dedicated to the community that we are trying to reach out to. To talk a little bit more about the color scheme that we used, the orange is a very highlighting color to the black text. It doesn't really take away, it accessorizes our main focus for this, whether it's our topics of our frequently asked questions. For the menu, we decided to do our current pages. We just use a current class to make sure that for each page that it's separated and identified uniquely and given a class to have a certain style, which is this orange horizontal bar across the top. This bar basically just shows which page you're on currently. From there, you can hover over, and to give it a responding field. When you hover over one, for each one, it highlights a bar. Underneath it is for a response for when that action is done. The reason for this is most websites currently post 2000 have really started to try and not overuse features, but use them to the effect that they are needed. So, to come back to it, our objective was really just to bring educators a place where they could learn about different technologies that are available to use in the current field, or to talk to other educators throughout the world to discuss what they might be able to do using technology to help teach their students and their coworkers. For the website, we really tried to go the extra mile for the features that we try to include, especially with the JavaScript not introduction, but really implementation for use with the smooth scrolling. It's used heavily in Amazon's menus, where if you hover over one of their menus and go over, instead of it being a very flashy, very static feel, it gives it a smooth feel that is much more pleasing to the eye. Say, for instance, for Apple Watches is another very important thing that Apple's doing. What they're doing is letting people build apps for, their Apple Watch here, and while they want to build on top of that, they don't want to take away from what's currently there, which is what we really tried to do with this overall website. We wanted to give that information, which is like the Apple base operating system, but we also wanted to be a little bit customized, which is our current theme. And that's just through our color scheme. We padded the text in the middle to try to give it a very centered, very clean feel. This is very popular in the current website trend. It also adjusts very well if you take it to different resolutions, if you view it on your phone. It has a dynamic sizing that sizes it differently depending on the pixel size, the resolution that you're currently looking at on. So what we really wanted to do was highlight what we learned this semester and what we researched on our own, and take it that extra mile to show off what we could, and also give a resource to educators and what they could learn about current technology.
Thank you, Connor. By designing and developing this website, we have achieved all of our goals that we wrote out in our proposal. Thank you to everybody that listened, and a big thanks to my fellow group members.